Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, Alabama. Good morning. Welcome to Howcee Productions Gospel Blog Talk Radio. Good morning show. This is Good Morning, Alabama, with our special guest for today, Mr. Jim Dewitt. Welcome, Jim Dewitt.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good morning, and welcome to Howcee Productions Gospel Blog Talk Radio. Coming to you from 231 6th Avenue, down south in the big city of Beatrice, Alabama. We have a great interview lined up for you today. We are hoping that Mr. Jim Dewitt of DeWitt Media call in. Mr. Jim Dewitt is president and editor of DeWitt Mabry Media. I have known him for a number of years, and we had first met early 2000, and he began me on my journey that I'm still on today in radio media. I thank him for his excellent leadership, and we met. As I said some years ago, I have one of the CDs that I did a quick while ago, and it's a story that he did for WYNI and his newspaper that he had at the time. He is still doing some great things with DMG media. I've posted and shared in my radio blog as well. I'm hoping that perhaps coming up in this 2019-2020 season, he will be doing some broadcasting at JFC's high school game there up here in Beatrice, Alabama. And he has been in media. I know I began in the early 2000s. I started in early 2000 at WYNI there in Monroe. And it has been an awesome and powerful journey for me ever since. Radio media has come a long ways from 1990, 99, and 2000, and during that period of time. But it has changed in such ways that I can sit here in Beatrice at 231 6th Avenue and talk to people from all over the world with just a push of a button. The internet has made things such a quick turnaround so far as reaching out to people all over the world. One of the things that is absolutely amazing about this is that I can sit here, call New York and California, just like I did this morning, and send out a signal that will reach all the way across the world. I can sit here as well as I'm sitting here and communicate by Twitter or by email and get an instant response just like that. Now, there is some things that have not changed, though. Humanity has not changed. Humanity is still lost. Humanity is still lost because it failed to follow Jesus Christ, God Almighty, our Creator, and what we need to do and how we should do to live. And one thing about that, it is not good. It's absolutely not good at all that we follow in those steps. As we sit here this morning, online, speaking here in my studio, I'm hoping that you that are listening, regardless of wherever you are doing okay. Before we continue here, let's go to the prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and to give us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Let's go to some of the information that we have about Mr. Jim Dewitt. I'm is the total between the two of us, so far as years experience in this business. I know that I began in 1999. In 1999, I honestly began reaching into media through the radio and through music. I've always been a radio disc jockey. I played in when I was in the secular world, nightclubs all over different places: Monroe, Camden, Evergreen, Greenville, places like McWilliam, Riley Cross, and Beatrice, playing secular music. Back then they said rhythm and blues, so to speak. And while playing that rhythm and blues, I also led a life that was not in keeping with the walk that I lead right now in Christ. Still battling sin, just like then. Still battling it now, just like all sinners. The thing about that is that we are sinners, hoping and walking with Christ to do what's right. And it's an awesome challenge. But you can do it. You can do it with the help of God. And the thing about that is that there is no other way that you can do it. I'm challenged to live right, to talk right, to do what I'm supposed to do in a manner that is like God would want us to do. I'm reminded that not everything is easy, but God tells you that His yoke is easy, and to walk as Christ would want us to walk is very easy indeed. President Editor at DeWitt Mabry Media Group, DMG News Gospel, and GRITS GospelNews.com, DMGNews.com. We are awfully happy to have Mr. Witt to join us this morning, hopefully in a few minutes. How has it been that over the years, Howcee Productions Gospel has grown from my early days of media to today? We are looking at 1,749. This is the 1,749 broadcast. Some 73 followers follow us faithfully. But the thing about that is that God is awfully good. He knows everything there is. He has a path set for us if we choose that path. If we choose that path, believe me, everything will be much better. If we choose that path, we will reap the rewards of doing what is right. There is a card that sits in front of me, and I did a show will be coming up tomorrow. It's called "There Is No Excuse for Domestic Violence." It goes on to say, is someone hurting you? If you experience emotional, verbal, sexual abuse, intimidation, harassment, or threats from your partner, you may be in an abusive relationship. You may be in an abusive relationship. You can get help. You can get help. Call our free confidential crisis line today. Help is just a phone call away. Help is just a phone call away. Think about ways to be safe. Think about ways to be safe. Who can you talk to? Where can you go? Where can you stash important papers, extra clothes, keys, and cash? Teach your children 9/11 and their address. Memorize the hotline number. Consider getting protection orders. During dangerous times, avoid rooms with no exit or with potential weapons like bathrooms and kitchens. If you are being abused and want help, call our 24-hour domestic violence crisis line. Domestic violence crisis line. This number will connect you with your local domestic violence shelter program that can assist you with the emergency housing, crisis counseling, advocacy referrals, information, and support. If you are in immediate danger, call the police. And in an emergency situation where it's really critical, 911. 911. And the toll-free number which you can call is 1-800-650-6522. 1-800-650-6522. There is no excuse for domestic violence. No excuse at all for domestic violence. If you are in a situation like that, pick that phone up. Good day.